what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah? Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
A good day today, guys. Hello and welcome into the Tuesday edition of your show. My name is Gary. I'm wearing a collar today. I got commented about that because we were doing business. And then I'm wearing my dad's, I guess, athletic shorts, you would call them. Yeah, I know. I almost
too high there.
Jeez, thank goodness we don't have that on magnifying glass or you would have saw something there. See, these things are so smooth, and I love these shorts so much, but they're not very business. So it's business up top. I'm kind of like those news anchors who do like newscasts with their underwear on and nothing else except like a colored shirt. Basically what we're going for here. Anyways, the point of this story is we're so happy to have you here as we are still, as far as we know, the only show in this beautiful city of Saskatoon, going live 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And it means the world that you join us here each and every time because it means we have a voice, we have a presence, and we're only using that for good. And that's the difference between us and all the other big mainstream media people. This isn't a corporation. There isn't a big king sitting on his throne saying, yes, yes, all the money to me. No, it just comes in here and then it goes right back into the studio and allows us to continue to chase these dreams and to continue to try our best to make the world a better place. So we're so grateful and thankful to you for joining us. And to thank you in camera form, we also have the greatest camera in the history of all cams. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Oh, wait for her. Come on, there she is. Look at that girl. We got LB on the ones and twos today. Is she locked on, bro? Oh boy, okay. We'll see if she moves around. The Maggie Cam, always and forever proudly brought to you by our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. As you can tell, whenever we talk about it, Margaret gets excited. She says, that's where my boyfriend is. That's true. Her boyfriend, Leroy, also works as a greeting dog, and he has a bed right beside the door. So right when you walk in, guess what? You're meeting Leroy. So you're already off to a great start. And then the fun keeps going. You end up saying hi to Mike or Rochelle, whoever's in that day. They own the place. They run it. They are local, and they are fantastic human beings. So we're already checking off all those things. You're supporting a local pet store with great local people who are super kind. The camera's trying really hard. That's like the worst spot, Marge. Come on now. You can do better than that. Anyways, back to business. So when you walk in there, you say hi to Leroy, and you start your... Oh, there it goes. See? This is the new camera. This is what we've been trying to show off for so long. It's supposed to be following her all around the place. This is great. Oh, there she goes, playing with toys from Pet Planet on 8th Street. Mike or Rochelle will walk you through the whole process, whether you're there to get your dog all cleaned up because they have the greatest puppy spa in the entire world. Right at the back, we're talking lift your pup in, harness down, then soap, rinse, blow dry, all contained within one giant basin right in the back, right there. And then you go do your food shopping. They got all the dry food your heart desires, a whole entire wall, front to back, covered in it, okay? And then they have the toy walls right beside that where your puppy can go up and pick out the toys. Because when they pick them, just like with your kids, you know they're going to use them. So we love that as well. And then it is Tuesday. Tuesdays and Thursdays, they got bones on special, which is very, very nice. They also have treats strewn throughout the place. They have fridges in the back for the raw food diet. If you're looking to get that change into your puppy's life, you can do it. They also have an aisle dedicated to fashion, not just booties when it gets cold, but jerseys for your favorite teams. I imagine there might be some Blue Jays jerseys flying off the shelves. Hey, Marge, come on. It's not only pause. Keep it PG, girl. Thank you. They also got your rider jerseys as they get set to go. There's a lot of fashion waiting for you. They have all the medicines and all the other stuff that you need to help maintain a really good life for your puppies. So, your pets as a whole, kitties as well, and all the other ones, they got everything covered there. And if that's not enough, they also stay open for you after hours and on weekends, thanks to Kirsten and Chris. So without further ado, I don't know if that was the right time to use that statement, but I will continue with it. This is the pet store for you. You want to go local? They are that. You want to support great human beings? They are that. So make the change, watch your life get better, and enjoy all the awesomeness. There it is. That is Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. It's almost like she's trying to dodge it, hey? She's trying to get out of it. Pretty good. Happy Tuesday, yet again. Big night for a lot of people around these parts. As I'm pretty sure we're all Blue Jays fans after what happened. We're going to get into that a little bit. I hear one guy that's really loving it.
I'm back, baby.
He's here. He's ready. And as I load this, oh man, my phone might die. This will be a close call, but we're going to run. What's that? Oh, great. Had a lot of fun with credit cards today. Mondays, we catch up with our Fantasy Zoom with Boone. We check in with Seahawk. Brooksy stops by. Sometimes Emily May's in the house. Wednesdays, we go all the way around the world for the All the Way Around table. And then on Thursdays, we check in with CTV's Matt Young as well. We do another Fantasy Zoom with Boone from Calgary, which is a lot of fun. Johnny Factoid stops by then. And then on Fridays, we have the Friday Fun table, but no show, as in the show within the show, has its own intro, except for this one. On Tuesdays, we get together with these boys, and we have a party. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the All It Eggs Podcast. Check it out, it's Uncle Mike the Barber and Matt from
Yeah.
Boys, welcome. How is everybody doing? Starting with the barber, my handsome prince.
Oh my God, that's so nice. I'm exhausted, but I'm maintaining composure and like
Exhausted but maintained.
Doing well.
exactly,
Doing well.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I know that like we only talk about sponsors like on the show, people paying, but like I would like to say, trying to get rid of a maple table and chair set. It's on Facebook Marketplace. If you like maple, a fan of chairs, or need a table, probably the best buy you're gonna find. So check that out.
Do you have pictures?
I do, yeah.
You want to walk them up to the front? We'll see if we can make a set.
Yeah. Oh, please.
Right up to the camera. Let them
Take
know.
it up to the
When I
camera.
hear maple, I think of a thick, strong wood.
I like
know?
a maple neck for a guitar.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Well, and a
Don't forget not to-
refinishable.
Thanks,
table,
thanks,
right?
LB.
So-
I owe
Yeah.
you some of the table money.
That out of mahogany trim. Oh man, that'd be
rich
perfect.
mahogany.
Ah, rich mahogany.
You can mix the woods. I'm unaware of this.
We were making a joke.
Oh.
That was an attempt.
I
at
love how it
humor.
went so many different ways there. That's
I was
pretty
like,
cool.
hold
You're
on.
so passionate
I
about
can
this.
up.
I mean, you could. Like,
Yeah.
you could laminate multiple pieces so you have alternating woods if you know.
Ron
Playing it
Burgundy was the
down.
one that,
Yes,
that
yeah.
talked about rich mahogany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like cool before, sure.
Okay, how much are we talking for this maple furniture?
$350, guys. It's a steal.
How many pieces?
4 chairs,
Okay.
1 table, 1 leaf.
One leaf.
One
Nice.
leaf.
But mention that you heard this ad
Yeah.
on the show, and it's
Here it comes.
$400.
There it is. Yes.
Up price.
Hey, wait a
I
minute.
appreciate that.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Made with your own hands? Or was this bought?
Well, if you look at the pictures, like a lot of stuff was done, I'd wiped the dust off of it
Nice.
with my
There you
bare
go.
hands. So yeah,
Yeah, so you did your share.
Hand
very
polished.
hand polished
yeah.
indeed. Yeah.
Buffed.
All right, we're good. What do you got to sell over there, Matt, from Old Bands?
Well, right off the bat, that I want to sell the idea. You were saying we're the only one with an intro, and then you were doing around the round table or around the world.
The
What
other
if I
round
did a
table.
metal version of around the world, but do 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 do, but metalized it? I think I should do that. Okay.
Yes.
So
I still want to
Agreed.
get on the track where you make one jingle a day and we just use them.
Yes.
Or a week, sorry,
Yes,
not a day.
yes,
A day
yes.
is the same.
Yes.
One a week, and then
Yeah.
show up, hey, here's the one for this week, and then we just start putting it in. 'Cause
I
then we'll
agree.
have
So
some
yeah,
stuff to work with.
that's the one thing that I
Love
guess
it.
I'm going to sell is that idea.
I'm buying.
Okay, sweet.
That's one buy. That's one hopeful buy. What are
Well-
we don't even ask this guy because this guy spends his whole life buying and selling.
Always
You
be
li-
selling.
So much so that you wrote a song about it.
I did, yeah.
And I'm very excited. We're going to get back into that at some point. Once everything calms down and we get back into it. How have you been, Uncle Mike?
I'm doing okay. I'm nursing a couple little injuries. I took up water polo.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, very early. I've been to one practice. I'm still on my free trial, so I can back out at any
Hold
time.
on. Like you're signed up on a team or you're just going with
Wow.
No, it's like it's
Yeah.
adult rec water polo.
I cannot
So it's-
How
believe
do
that
the
exists.
horses acclimate to the water?
The horses.
He's talking this way. Hey, oh. You know, you're riding by and swinging the mallet. And you
I
have $5
gotcha.
billion in the account answering to the king. One of those things. I'm pretty sure that's what that polo is, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
So, have you scored any goals? Are you liking it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I was pretty sore the day after.
Okay.
It
Now,
was a
is
good
it-
wake up for everything?
Do they? Yeah. Do they have where it's guys and girls, or is it?
Yep. It's really open to
co-ed?
anyone. Like it's not
Yeah.
a men's. It's just an adult recreational water polo. It happens that it kind of overlaps with Silas's practice, which is nice because I was
This is
taking
what I
him there
thought.
anyway.
Yeah. Like I thought maybe this was like a father-son thing where you guys are getting in there.
Well,
and
so what?
yelling
So
at
yeah,
him.
he practiced for 2 hours. We practiced for an hour in between that, and then
2-hour practice.
they're hard. Like 4 nights a week.
Man,
Tuesdays it's 2.5 hours
why?
because they're hardcore. Like
That's
that.
not practice. That's like training, right? That's getting
But
in
he
shape.
digs. Oh yeah, man. But he
Yeah.
digs it. Like
Well,
he,
that's the best
And
part
like
of it. He loves it, yeah.
you're already starting to see. Like
Jacked
last year was his first kind of exposure into it, and he was loving it. Now he's kind of aged up, so they take a little bit more serious. It's a little more training, longer, but you can already see like his body developing the muscles
jacked.
of a swimmer. you
Yeah.
know?
We
So
got a little Uncle Mike on our hands.
Right. Well, and that's really why I wanted to do it. Like just scheduled physical activity. That's like good cardio, good muscle, not.
I thought you're like
Low
your son's
impact.
starting to get like big. You don't want to be the
Oh,
small
yeah.
guy in the
No,
house
exactly.
now.
I gotta-
Gotta
the
show him
next
who's
question.
Papa.
Yeah.
How close are we to the big fight? We're like, all right, son, it's time to fight for who's the man of the house.
He's
to the death.
He's still got a
Obedience?
little ways to go.
Okay. Well, you
but,
are the manliest
yeah.
man we all know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if not, you can always fight dirty. You know,
That's right.
pull hair, kick him in the groin,
Well, and that's
whatever it takes.
like- so I went to this. There was a meeting. Amanda had gone to the thing last year, so I'm like, okay, I'll go to this one. And they go through like, water polo is a contact sport. So they went through like the concussion stuff and like
Yeah.
because they, obviously there's some allowable contact. I mean, and then
You're
obviously
talking
they
like
keep
elbows
it-
and stuff when you're fighting,
Oh
or
yeah,
balls to the
it's
face.
Well,
Yeah,
balls
that's
to
what
the
I'd worry
face,
about,
like
yeah.
punches to the groin,
Under the
knees.
water,
Oh,
no?
because
Okay.
that's the tricky
Question,
part that you
question,
Oh,
can't
yeah.
really
question.
see that, right?
Do they have underwater referees?
They do not. So that's where it can
probably
get
the dirtiest
dirty,
sport
right?
going, yeah.
And I mean, there's some that's allowable, right? Like, but if it's
None that I'm thinking
if
of.
it's if it's intentional, like kneeing
Well-
you to the balls,
How much power can you get under the water,
it's like I would say
Enough
it's
to
more
hurt?
so. Yeah, like
Feel
I
like
mean,
kind
I
of
think-
T1000
Yeah.
type of like stabbing motion,
Yeah.
maybe.
well, like a
Aerodynamic.
heel, right? Like as you're treading water, your legs, your feet are going.
Everything's
So I mean,
going.
all
You're-
it takes is one wrong.
what do they call it? Egg beatering.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
egg beating
exactly.
all over the place.
Exactly.
Dude, I never thought maybe this could be the thing that gets us into it. We want to see all the dirty cheap shots.
Yeah,
From
so
the
I
old
mean-
water polo scene.
So I thought, yeah, it was a good, a good workout for me. Whatever that's scheduled. There's some accountability because you're kind of, I mean, you're part of a team. We're not really playing. We will scrimmage, but so this is my opportunity to throw it out to anyone and everyone in the studio and out there in TV and computer podcast land.
Phones too.
Yeah, phones. Anyway, you're watching this, or you're listening to
What's the challenge?
Saskatoon water polo.
What is it? Oh, hi.
Thursday nights.
Love you, bud. Thank you for setting it up.
7:30 to 8:30 at the Shaw Center. You can sign up for a free 2-week trial at SaskatoonWaterPolo.com. That website may not be accurate, but if you Google Saskatoon
You'll
Water
find it.
Polo, you'll find something. And it's good.
Do they provide the Speedo, or do we have to bring our own? Because I have a really good one for that.
You can bring your own. I found mine from when I used to dive.
I love that.
Back when I was like 9.
Diving.
I found it this morning. I'm
Man.
gonna try it on tonight.
Still fits?
For my wife. It fit a couple years ago, and I was probably bigger.
You're supposed
a
to
couple
say
years
no.
ago.
Oh,
Oh,
it
I
fits
mean,
great on
it-
the waist, but the
it-
front is like
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
Fits.
very
Need a
constricted.
custom bulge
Whether or not-
extension type of.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's appropriate to actually wear out in public
That's the
is
question.
the other question,
Yeah.
right?
But you got to be fast. You
Yeah.
need that speed.
Oh yeah.
So I thought like cut off jeans would be fine for water polo, maybe a little protection. Putting a Speedo on in a sport where knee to the balls is a thing.
Zero protection. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, and they have these jammers. They're called jammers. They're like basically like a spandex short.
Not jammies, jammer.
Not jammies, jammers. I just wear some swim trunks.
Okay.
You know,
Isn't that frowned
And,
upon? I feel like that's kind of Kind of like the same thing as wearing a cage in rec hockey.
I think there's
Probably getting pretty
Yeah.
chirped
for
not
the
wearing
adult
mosquitoes.
rec league. I'm pretty sure things can slide a little bit easier.
Okay.
You know, if I was in like hardcore competition,
I'm just happy
mode,
you're in
it's-
it, man.
Me too.
For
I'm
a
like,
guy that has no time for anything,
Yeah.
for you to be able to find something
It's-
that sort of piggybacks and stuff you're already
Exactly,
doing, you're in the
exactly.
pocket.
And I really enjoy being in the water. So when I get tired from like egg beating or swimming, I just kind of float, and then it's kind of relaxing.
Don't
you
throw
know?
it to me.
Yeah, I'm taking a break. I don't go to the edge. I don't hold on to the edge. I'll just float. You know,
That's
because
awesome.
that's a bit of a reprieve.
What a sport.
And it's, but yeah, I had rolled my ankle
Here we go.
last
Yes, I wanna hear
week,
about these
and so I've been seeing physio for my shoulder and my elbow.
Hold on, how'd the ankle roll go down?
I was craning, actually.
Oh, no, with Gibby.
With
Shout out
Gibby,
Gibby.
and I literally stepped sideways, and I rolled my ankle.
So well, you stepped sideways, but you caught it there. and
I just, I was on concrete, I was on pavement, nothing fancy, and rolled it. And I've had third-degree tears in it twice before, and so kind of once you do that, you're kind of screwed for
Yeah.
the rest of your life because the ligaments don't,
It's like getting
they tighten, right?
It's like getting your first concussion. Once
Yeah,
you do that,
you're
each one's a
kinda
little
more
easier to get
susceptible,
going.
yeah. So I did that, I guess that was just last week or
Ugh.
2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago. And then, so I was kind of nursing it. It was feeling okay. Went into the water polo, and it
Re-aggravated?
woke things up a little bit. And then it was actually Friday night. I was moving some stuff out in the building, and it, like, again, just stepped wrong, and like brought me to my knee. Like I was on the ground, like
Excruciating.
ready to pass out. This is,
It's not good.
you know, no, not fun. But
No,
I'm
like that.
hoping, you know, I tensor it up, and I've got to buy a brace actually so I can wear it while swimming. But the goal is that the swimming, because it's kind of non-compressive, you know, the water offers some resistance, but also some relief. So
Not
it's
as
going to be
hard.
good for the muscles as long as I'm not straining things too much.
Yeah,
We'll see.
all's
see.
good until you see that ball and no one in between you and the goal, and you're
Oh,
going
yeah.
110%.
Well, and it's
make sure you lock it
different
down.
when you like, I'll just pick up a new sport at 43 as opposed to
on the
18
list of
or 13 or
sports
20
that I would get into
Well-
at this point in my life, that's probably on the bottom.
Yeah.
Like I would never, ever get into water polo. Too
Yeah,
hard.
it's, I mean,
It's too hard.
But it's, you know, Laurel had a soccer game on Sunday, and I took her
It's
and
another
watched.
sport I'd
And,
never get into.
and I used to play soccer. Like I played soccer for 15 years, and I was
come
like,
from a
"Ah,
soccer
you know,
family,
like,
bro."
I wouldn't mind playing soccer, but then I remember why I quit, because I wanted to punch guys in the face a lot, and
Welcome to sports.
a lot of red cards, and it would just get me angry. And then also, like, that quick movement would not be good for an ankle injury.
That's
would
fair.
not.
You were gonna say something over there. We really cut you off.
Honestly, I feel like my brain came and went 3 times since then. I don't remember what. Oh yeah, the only thing that I really would like maybe entice me to try and get into this is just I like the echoey sound of a pool. You know,
Nice.
like the reverb heavy, and I just love the way that those French fries smell. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like the blend of like chlorine.
Yes,
you know, after
and
you've showered and you
concession,
you
yeah.
smell those fries. I'm like, oh man. That might bring me in there. I don't know if I'm going to get into the pool, but
It sounds like
I'll
we just.
surprise.
It sounds like we just want to be like part of the support team.
Yeah, I
Well,
think that's probably
And
what,
really,
what I would do.
that's kind of my
I'll still wear the speedo for
trifecta.
that though. Just
You know,
coach in the Speedo.
the physical aspect of it. You know, whatever, trying something new, trying something different, and then really just getting to see my buddies. So if I can get, you know, half a dozen guys, like that's
It's the best part of rec
get
sports,
everything.
man. I
Yeah.
say it all the time. You don't do it for the exercise, although you tell everyone, like, oh, I totally do it for the exercise. I don't do it for that. You don't do it for getting out of the house. The only reason you do is for that camaraderie that you have in the locker room.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing I miss from the Neon Flamingos. Back in the day, one of the greatest rec sports teams in the history of hockey in this beautiful city of ours. Because within that locker room, so many stories are told. And so, you know, you're putting yourself out there so much with these people. They become like family to you because you're always seeing them and, you know, you can talk to them when you can't really talk to everyone else about stuff. And, you know, it stays in there, so hallowed ground, we always call it. And to have that, boy, oh boy, you are so right. That is the funnest part because you know you're going to see all these guys you love so much.
Yeah.
Now, do you get to shower as well? Because showering is also a big thing. We had the carousel going for a long time, which was really fun. Nobody showered like the Flamingos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you guys get in there?
I do shower. I
I
met.
mean, does a team
met
shower? Like, is
well,
there a bonding in the locker
I
room?
don't know.
Okay, well,
not
it's
yet.
a
I mean,
little bit
I've
different.
literally.
I know.
I mean, hey, I've literally
just-
met these dudes the first time
I'm
last
just
week.
asking the questions, man. Because I'm telling
I'm-
you what we all love about rec sports. I want to see if it also attains.
You don't
to-
bust out the tea towel the first day.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, one of the greatest moments I've ever had in the history of any locker room, even any bathroom, because there's been a lot of ridiculous things that have happened. But whenever guys show up without a towel, so you still shower, and then Coach Kama too, world famous for this one. One time he had no towel, and he just took the paper towel
oh, nice.
and wrapped it around himself like a sumo wrestler, and just walked around like a big baby with a diaper on,
There you go.
and was like the funniest thing, and just like air dried like that. It was. I know it
Ingenuity.
sounds so ridiculous here, but just to see
But-
something like that, it lightens the
Lightens
mood.
the mood.
Everyone's like,
totally.
"This is the funniest thing, man! Look at this guy." So, that's lots of important things happen in locker rooms. What I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to
Um,
keep us posted on that.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. I will.
You know who else has a really good locker room? Some people might say the strongest locker room in all of sports.
Ooh.
That would be the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
Ah.
This team, you guys, when you see how they speak about each other, when you see how they interact when the cameras, well, at least they don't know the cameras are on them, these guys are brothers for life. And I was talking to, on my family group chat, I have about 19 or 20 different group chats. I hate every one of them equally.
Oh,
Group
I
chats are
hate-
the dumbest,
I hate
frickin'
group chats.
Unbelievable. But they're talking, oh, yeah, we got to be so excited. And my brother Davey, he's a great brother. He's the firefighter brother. Doesn't mind telling you. We always bug him about that. He actually, congrats again to Davey. He's coming up on his 25-year service award with
Jeez.
the city of Saskatoon. Started out as a Zamboni driver, then moved into firefighting. So he's getting some sort of award, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
But he said, "You must be so excited." And at that point, I said, "Okay, like, this is happening. I didn't think this would ever happen." Toronto Blue Jays are have home field advantage thanks to having one more win than the LA Dodgers in the regular season. This is a perfect example of David versus Goliath. As in, you have the LA Dodgers, who have 1.3 billion, with a B, billion, invested into their starting rotation. Just their starting pitcher. Okay? You have Freddie Freeman. You have Mookie Betts. You have Shohei Ohtani, a guy who just threw 11 strikeouts and socked 3 ding-dings in the same game. Like, it's insanity what's happening. Gold gloves all over the place. You have money, which is LA, and you have heart and the brotherhood and just core baseball value with the Toronto Blue Jays. So when you look at that and you realize this is truly going to be like the big line in the sand, because everyone's sort of talking with baseball, there's no luxury tax. So or there is a luxury tax, but there's no salary cap. So you can spend as much money as you want. Hence, the Dodgers spending $1.3 billion on their starting rotation. Everyone's been saying, okay, the Dodgers, they just buy everyone. Everyone wants to play for the Dodgers because they give the most money. So this isn't just a battle for the, and we use the term small spending very, very loosely, because the Jays have also spent hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on their team. Like, it's not like they're a Oakland Athletics, like low budget team, but it's so far and beyond with the Dodgers. This is going to be one of those moments where they say, okay, do we need a salary cap? If the Blue Jays win, no. If the Dodgers win, this might be the time where we say, okay, because they won last year, they're going to win again. The money matters. That's basically what we're about to find out. Can you win a game with a team that's literally brought up 4 guys from their farm team, put them into the starting lineup, and they meshed so well that they led this team to a World Series? Or are we going to just watch another sweep by a team that's spending a couple $100 million more than anyone else? And it's exciting, man, because this Toronto Blue Jays team, with home field advantage in the dome, you guys saw how crazy that dome was.
Oh.
When George Springer hit that ding-ding, see you later. Hello, welcome World Series. You got a lot of stuff going on. What do you think we're going to see here, Matt from Alabama? We'll start with you because you're back in, baby.
I like even, was it the dinger where the guy that got on base, they bunted, right? Is that correct? Or
There's 2 guys on base.
All I know is I like to see, when we had one guy on or whatever, and there's no outs, and normally it would be like just trying to get a base or swing or whatever, and they went for like a sack bunt. I
You like
like
the
that.
small ball.
I like the small ball. The fact that we're getting multiple double plays consistently, it blows my mind because, again, I'm one of those guys when I'm watching the game and it's not going the way, I'll go and do something in the
I was
kitchen
doing
because
that too.
when I'm watching the game, it
Stressful.
affects my team. That's
Right.
just how it
Yeah.
works. I have that ability or whatever.
Yes, sir.
So I'd walk up and do something in the kitchen there, and it's like, we're out, and no one got in. I'm like, how did that happen? She's like, a double play, and I did that. Every time I did that, we kept on getting double plays.
And that
I-
became
yeah.
the
So
thing.
then you kept doing it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Make
Same
sure the double
with the
plays.
home run too. I'd stepped out and I heard Aaron yelling, and she's like, "Yeah," but yeah, I just like the fact that we're playing that small ball. And again, when you're saying because the Jays, don't have the same, salary as the other team, that gives them a reason to fight
It's
more
an
because
underdog,
it's like,
right?
yeah,
And you get people behind
I
you.
find like the old Blue Jays where it was just home run derby all the time. I find when you've got the high salaries that more people feel they need to take it upon themselves to hit the home run, to win it for the team, and that can almost be counterintuitive.
And that's another very, very astute look at everything that's going on because this team is built on pitching, it's built on defense, and it's built on contact. It's not built on socking a million dingers. And the Dodgers are the epitome of socking all the dingers while also spending all the money to make sure that you have guys that can replace guys that get hurt. And so it's such a different way to play baseball, and we're going to see it come to fruition here, and no one knows what's going to happen. It's absolutely wild.
I love the coaching too, especially with the pitching. Like when Bieber, he was getting rattled about the strike zone. We had some that could have been called strikes. They were called balls, and then he ended up walking that guy. And I like how it's just he's clearly rattled. Take him out. You put someone else in, and then we've got a bullpen where that ninth inning strikes out the whole side. Like
Hoffman, yeah.
that blows my mind. When you've got a pitcher that can strike everyone out, that's
It's crazy.
yeah.
And everyone in that rotation, everyone in the bullpen, every single pitcher that we've seen, and I don't think I've seen this in a playoff before in baseball. Everyone's throwing at least 1 mile per hour harder than they have all year, than their average. It's because of the adrenaline and the moment that they're in. Everybody's elevating themselves to such crazy levels. Guys are doing stuff they don't normally do.
The way it sounds when you're watching the game, that crowd noise is just electrifying. I can't imagine what it
I
would
was
be like.
exactly like you with the Springer home run because I was going back and forth from the football game. And so I'd go the second it is get too stressed. I'm like, okay, I'm out, man. I just got to take a breath here. So I go to football, and then I'll see my fantasy football guys let me down. It's like, oh, this is even worse. And I go back, and then it's just exactly what you said, the sound. And I didn't even have to look at the score. I just went
Yeah.
And then these broadcasters are so good, too, to let the moment breathe. That's one of the first things they tell you.
Yes.
Whenever you're going to be covering a live sporting event, always let the game breathe. You don't have to talk over everything. And it was so perfect to just switch it back. And George was already in the dugout.
Yeah.
It was just the crowd losing their shit. It's like, this is special. This is something this is one of those things. And somebody said the biggest home run in the history of the Jays. And
What?
Were you there in '93? Touch 'em all, Joe was probably a little bit bigger because it won you the World Series instead of got you the World Series.
Oh, you're saying like a time
For
or
the
like
franchise,
yeah.
Any home run hit.
I feel like Colby Rasmus hit some fifth deckers a lot of back
That's
in
the
the day.
thing too. And the argument goes Joey Bats in 2015 or Edwin Encarnacion in 2016. Sure, but those teams didn't get to the World Series. So this would probably be number 2 on my list behind Joe Carter because again, that one won a World Series. But that's sort of the pedestal that everyone's putting this team on now. It's all right, time to start comparing to 93 and 92. So we're at that point now where it's okay, here we go. Jeff Hoffman looked a lot like the old Terminator Tom Hankey out there. Maybe a little Dwayne Ward in him, not quite the velo that the Terminator had, but just starting to see everyone sort of come into place and claim their roles. You got your setup guys. You got Sir Anthony. He's a setup guy now. You got these high leverage guys. You got Louis Varlin. He's there in the 7th. Just like in the old days when you'd bridge the gap from starter to your closer, they'd have guys specified for that. And it finally feels like this team has all those things covered. And this could be a World Series
The
team.
dugout kind of camaraderie that's going on, where you've
That's
got
the one.
like Guerrero, obviously, like he's always the proud papa with the home run jacket. You know, he's the first there, and even guys like Schneidy or whatever, just like his vibe, I feel like pumps people up because
They're
he's
all
kind of
in.
got that annoying look and he's got the weird glasses, but he's the guy you want on your team.
For sure. And now I feel like we're leaving these guys out of this conversation. So we want to get back to sort of the more big picture stuff. When you see a team celebrate like this team celebrated, when you see the guys talk so highly of their teammates, when you see everybody bonding, like you just said, that's the one thing that is you can't recreate. You can't manufacture that. It has to just
can't
come
buy
on its
it,
own.
yeah.
Exactly. And that thank you. You can't spend billions of dollars and buy that. And I think that might be where the Jays sort of have the advantage here. Would you think that's a possibility as a not a big baseball guy, just from what you've seen?
Yeah, I guess. Like I have watched 0 Dodgers games, and I like parachuted into baseball, frankly, from the bullying going on here.
Excellent.
Good to
I
know
was
it's working.
forced.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. It would be great. I mean, like cheering my dad up.
Yeah. Well, that's
Being
another
such a
thing.
grump.
There's a lot of Blue Jays fans who have suffered for a long time. Like 1993 was 32 years ago,
Yeah.
give or take a little bit. Like that's a long time. You excited for this? You excited to see this team get out there?
Yes.
Are you
Yes,
gonna
I am.
watch? Are you gonna
I'm-
watch? That's the big question.
I mean, just hearing you talk for the last couple of minutes,
I'm
I was
so-
almost in
it's
tears.
so
I was
exciting,
getting a
man.
little overwhelmed. I definitely I've played on teams before where you have that you think you're out of it for whatever reason, and then you end up like, holy crap, like we got a shot now, and so I fully support that. I'd be excited. Yeah, I mean, why not? Like anytime a Canadian team, because I'm on the fringe of all these sports, but
This
like,
is what I'm trying to gauge: is
yeah,
who's
I
actually
mean,
getting into this.
I would definitely I support them winning. I support
but
them.
you're not going to sit down, scheduled viewing, and watch each other.
Probably not. I mean,
that's okay.
again,
You're
if
allowed to say that,
if
dude.
somebody
There's nothing wrong with
invites
that.
me
Yeah.
to a World Series party of some kind, I will probably come. I will probably watch the show, but it's probably just an excuse to eat some wings and hang out with you guys. So
This just in, breaking news in my I put
hello.
my earpiece in.
Yeah, it's-
Breaking news in my earpiece. It looks like we will be doing a watch party for Game 1
Nice.
this Friday, 6 p.m.
okay.
So be on the lookout for that. It sounds like we're gonna have a couple guys here, so
Okay.
you guys are all invited as well as the
go.
more the merrier. This team, and I just want to finish with this because it's pretty crazy what they've done. So there were 4 other teams to come back from losing games 1 and 2 at home in the history of baseball. This is the 5th team to do it.
In
So
the
just
history
that
of
alone,
baseball.
in the history
crazy.
of baseball, when you're hosting the first 2 games and you've lost, they had the numbers. It's like 5 out of like 289 or something. Like the numbers alone do not suggest that this team should be here right now, especially after you go down 2-0 at home. You go to Seattle, you win the next 2, you tie it up. Everyone's like, here we go, this is fantastic. And I'm going to give a huge shout out here to Coach Kamatu. He was on the record saying, I'm not even scared if they lose the 5th game. I think they're going to win 2 straight at home. I said, you're crazy. No, that's nuts. Sure enough, Seattle wins game 3. So you're down 2-0, you come back, tie it up. Then it's 3-2. And you got to win 2 more, but you're at home. Home field advantage has proven to be huge. Even in game 7, the fact that you were down 3-1 in the 7th inning, like you needed that Springer dinger just to be on the one run up, just to be on the verge of something crazy. So many things had to go right, and that crowd, man, so electric. It's like coming from Saskatchewan, where we always talk about 13th Man, named a show 13th Melon, like our rider show here. It's all about the environment and your fandom that lifts you up. This team, because of that fandom, won those games. Like that home field advantage was so huge. Obviously not in the first 2 games because you lost them, but to come full circle and to win that and then to know you got 4 more if you go 7 at home, it's a huge deal. So we'll see how it breaks down for the Toronto Blue Jays, but it's a very, very exciting time as there's a lot of sports stuff going on. And
Yeah.
I'm so pumped for this guy because he was out. He was too busy. He's playing in every band. He's playing shows. He's touring. He's doing a million things. Has a job, and then he just one day texts me and he's back.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for you because you got right at
And
the
it was
right time.
all because of you, because Aaron saw basically my heart breaking and how like depressed I was that I hadn't watched baseball in so
right.
long. I came back home that
busy
day
grinding, man.
and I heard dee doo 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 doo. Anyways, yeah.
So why can't we find the same support for the Toronto Blue Jays for the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Well,
What?
because
People love the Leafs.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just
Like,
thought,
they're down.
aren't they like? Okay, what about the
no,
Montreal
that's okay.
Canadiens?
Yeah.
I don't
Maple
know.
Leaf fans love to be angry. That's what I've learned over there.
That's-
Toronto
I can
fans
see.
as a whole
I've got a buddy. That's,
love to
yeah.
be angry.
Yeah.
I think
And
they're
that's
fans
fine.
of hope.
Yes.
They're not fans of hockey necessarily, but
Wait till next
misguided,
Yeah,
stupid hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and delusion.
The world should be a better place.
This will be our year, guys.
Yeah.
But I guess like you're a Toronto Blue Jays fan,
Yes.
regardless, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
maybe that's the difference, I guess, right?
Well,
It's,
and the other thing is, like, they're the only show in town, and I mean the town
Right.
of Canada.
Yes.
So we all cheer for Toronto.
I guess that would be
and
another. Yeah.
when it comes to the Leafs, we got like 6 other options.
Right.
And, oof,
And they don't suck balls.
This coming from a guy who knows nothing about most all sports.
you guys, I
professional
say
sports.
this every single time. The value that you provide when we sit here and we talk about as baseball fans, you represent the viewer, you at home. You are the person that doesn't watch all the time. You ask the question, why should I watch? There's so much value because everyone just has experts all the time on anything. It's like, oh yeah, we got all these experts here, and they just sit there and talk and talk. No one ever asks like the dumb questions of someone watching that doesn't really have any idea what you're talking about. So everybody at this table has a spot for a reason, and it makes me so proud because no one else does it like that.
Yeah, they call me Johnny Average.
yeah.
But
Just an
I do like with
average
the
Johnny.
92, 93, how like everyone can kind of pick where they were, what they were doing at the time. And it feels like that energy's back now. When we were watching that home run, like I feel like we're going to remember these times now, or at least this energy. And like, Toronto is just,
The
crazy right
comparisons-
now.
The comparisons are starting. We'll get back into that because I want to talk about 92 and 93 because I think we can go pretty good on that. But right now, we're going to do a little reset as this is the All Out of Angst edition of your show. It's Gary, that's me, hanging out with Uncle Mike. I got Matt from all the bands, and we got the barber in the house. We hang out every Tuesday, and we drool every time I go like this. Ooh. Passport.
To Flavor Town.
That's it. Markham Mall or Lawson Heights locations. Bugsy's the place to go. Their mad scientists have created 69 different flavors for you to go out of your comfort zone and try. Each time you try one, you get it stamped off. Until you have all 69 stamped off. Full passport means the shirt. You got the spirit of Matt from all the bands in ruckus cock form, shredding on top of an amplifier. And it says I did the 69 of Bugsy's. It is a t-shirt aphrodisiac. I promise you, it will all be the most fantastic experience of your life once you get this boy all filled out. And still at number 1 in the power rankings, Sweet Pickle Heat. But Blue Buffalo moved in my top 5. I don't like blue cheese. I don't like buffalo. But when they come together, it takes like the worst parts out of both of those and just keeps the best. And I reckon Garfield, like they were gone. And I don't like either flavor. So that's the type of magic they can bring here with these crazy, crazy orders. And you can order them right to your door as well through Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats. Just go to Smitty's and in the memo after you go to the plain wing, put in the flavors you want and they will show up as well. Tuesdays and Thursdays over half price off. It is Tuesday, so on your way home, stop by, pick up a whole bunch of wings. As they send these Bugsy's game day feasts over. Honey and Dill was the other one. And they had the Texas skins, the potato skins with the chorizo sausage on top.
Oh, how are those?
It's almost like we have to find a way to not be so excited because I'm starting to think that people just think we're putting it on.
Right.
That's how good it is. And every single time it hits. And no one's going to actually believe that, so it's not worth saying it. So it's like, I'm trying to, but you'll see me. I close my eyes. I'm eating. I can taste it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Honestly, I
So
just need
good.
to eat before I do the show now because I always just end up being so hungry.
Yeah.
Because we always
Bugsy's
digress right into
so
all the
good.
food talk.
So all the love to our friends over. They're getting ready for another Bugsy's game day feast on Saturday as it's the last game for the Riders before off week and then the West Final. So we're going to have some melon bouncing around. We're going to have some World Series stuff bouncing around. And we're going to try to keep all of that covered as well. You saw in the back here, my friends, Tiernan and Cena. And that's from last year's Elmwood Fall Feast, as Tiernan did a hell of a job with a incredible speech that he put on. Had the whole place in stitches. It was fantastic. Looking very forward to seeing him again. And all of our other friends from Elmwood, as the Fall Feast, a huge fundraiser. There they are right there. Huge fundraiser to provide transportation for everybody involved with Elmwood. And apparently this year, my Auntie Susie's place is on the docket for the next van. So we're really excited. And it's going to be a lot of fun. October 28th over at Prairieland Park. You can head to elmwoodyxe.ca/fall feast and you can pick up all the stuff you need, all the information. You can also make donations, buy your tickets, maybe get a table. And then we'll see you over at Prairieland Park on the 28th of October and raise a whole bunch more money. A lot of fun, as we love our friends over at Elmwood. Hockey season is upon us, you guys. Teams have been made. Guys are out there skating and putting it all on the line for the logo on the front. Unless was it Adam Banksy, who played for the name on the back until he realized he was a Duck for life when he came back, the old cake eater. Either way, the Mighty Ducks humor there for you. Superskillshockey.ca is the place to go. You can head online and you can check out what it's all about. It's an incredibly cool facility that they've got, state-of-the-art, in the brand new Martinsville Rec Center, upstairs looking over the ice surface. They got 3 different shooting lanes for you to practice the shot. They have a puck handling area to practice puck handling. They also have the ice treadmill right there, and they have the futuristic lighting and all the videos that show you what to do for your training. It's a really cool setup. Superskillshockey.ca, the place to go. And the Spirit of Cosmo Breakfast, another one that we hold near and dear to our hearts, is all set to go mid-November. And I will be your MC. Again, it's the one time a year I get up at 6 a.m. To support this amazing event. More fundraising, silent auctions, 50/50s, all that stuff, along with the big breakfast as they award another Spirit of Cosmo award to a worthy recipient. Looking very forward to that. So be sure to get signed up with our friends over at Cosmo as well. Whew. You guys ever get bored when I just sit there and talk for like 5 minutes?
No, I am very entertained by all of it.
I was going to slide you your $5, but I can't reach it again later.
He treats us very well.
Yeah.
If you have an organization, you have an event, you have a business, maybe you just have a fundraiser, you just have a movement you want to get out there. I started the show by saying we're the only one going live at this time. We're also the only one that are doing it without any expectations. Like, we just want to help. It's truly a deal too good to be true. And we want to help you, okay? We want to give you that voice, give you those ears as we continue to become the place to go when you want to find out what's going on around here. So with that in mind, we have a very easy email for you to remember. And just in case it's a little bit too hard for you, we also created a song that sort of turns it into a little bit of a, what are those called? Earbugs? Is that right?
Earworm? Yeah.
Thank you.
Earworm.
Earworms. Such a gross title for something. Like, who
I
wants
would
an
never
earworm?
Well, let me tell you a
intentionally
story.
Put it in my ear. But
Yeah, like
a bug I would.
Ugh. I remember seeing I think it was a Star Trek episode. Such a weird memory. I was at one of our families, like a cousin or something, house out of town, and I remember there was a Star Trek episode on, and the guy had like a creepy crawly millipede, and he stuck it into one of the guy's ears on the TV, and it made me like, you can do that? And I had a whole new phobia of like bugs going in the ears. I also remember Fruity Pebbles was for breakfast that same day. Those are the two connected memories. I don't remember where
What
we
a
were.
great
but
cereal.
Yeah, ears, bugs, no. Earworm for you. And we're going to sing it for you now. Just send an email to 1, 2, 3, 4. contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. The harmonies were working there too,
The
you
clap.
guys.
The
Yeah,
clap.
I didn't
was
expect
new.
that.
I've been trying to add a little
Clap
bit
adds a
of
lot.
trying
I
to,
liked
add a
it.
little flair. We can't
I
just,
liked it.
flare up the set with grandma's old plastic plantation here, but we can also amp it up with the claps and add extra layers, they call them. Also got the website about to be updated yet again. Roylander's not making it today. We miss you, buddy. He'll be back next week. But it's just like the email minus the contact and the @ dufferinave.com. We'll send that one over there. And we have a Twitch stream as well. Now, the Twitch studio is so close. We got to do mudding, we got to do sanding, and then basically we've got some sound panels thrown there and we'll be good to go. It's just a lot to do when it's just LB basically doing it. And he's also trying to run the entire place as well. So it's getting there. Tomorrow we had to move today because we had the Bamfords in today for another recording of Bam & Co., which was fantastic. all the love to them, as it was another great run, hence the collared shirt. See? Classic. So tomorrow, Uncle Brando and I will begin scenario 2 of Shining Force 3. And I'm playing Shining Force 20. And we're very excited. We put, I think it was 40 hours of streaming into scenario 1. So we have all of this story, and it's all getting transferred into scenario 2. So all the decisions we made, everything we did in scenario 1 will be a part of scenario 2 moving forward. So
it's like a choose your own adventure type of deal?
Basically, yeah.
That's
And it can go all sorts of different ways.
So is that on Nintendo?
That is on the Sega Saturn.
Okay.
So
we're playing. How does it store that? How does it store that info?
It's hard. I asked Brandon to make sure we could do it. He said, yes, we're doing it. So it'll be good. It has something to do with the way it's set up because these games didn't come out in North America. So they had to be translated and then sort of given to the people. So I don't know how he figured it out, but we're going to be doing it tomorrow, back at it on the Twitch stream. So looking very forward to that. Shining Force Scenario 2. And then on Fridays, normally, we've been trying to finish Super Metroid. But apparently, if we're doing the Blue Jays game now, we might not have that one on. So I'm not sure where we're going to move it to, hopefully before, as we got to finish off Super Metroid. We're so close to doing it. So we'll have to talk to Brando and the Phenom who run the Twitch stream, but we'll see where all that is. Am I going to be able to reach it? Oh, this is going from bad to worse.
Hey.
Man, that was hard. Whew. All right, you guys. Back to it. This is, we like to say, the All Outta Angst podcast is a show about the greatest decade ever, the 90s. We've talked about the fashion. We've talked about the video games, the movies, all the most important stuff. We all agree that was the last time everything was, to use is it still cool to use the term peak?
I don't know what that
I
means.
think so.
Peak.
Top.
We peaked out.
Is that like tubular gnarly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Bodacious.
Right around there.
Okay.
Yeah, radical. So with that, we're going to take a little trip back to, again, the best decade ever. And you mentioned it earlier, Matt, from all the bands, 92 and 93, back to back for your Toronto Blue Jays. People are starting to remember where they were when that happened. Now, you and I, we've talked about numerous times. My brother, his buddy, threw me through our window on our deck in a celebratory way. Dad was not as impressed as I was. Man, you hear that thing smash? That's crazy. All Dad just hears is, oh, no, $600 right there. Yeah, okay, that's going to be good. And that was sort of how we celebrated that. Talk a little bit about your memories of 92 and 93, and then we'll just go around the table, see if these guys remember where they're at.
Yeah, well, again, there's definitely window smashing because in between each time, like, if we got everyone out, there would be that little, like, commercial break, and I had a tennis ball that I would throw against my my garage door, and, there's, like, dimples in different areas, so I would try and hit it on those, so, like, pop it in like, weird ways so I could have to do the dives or whatever, and, I ended up hitting out one by one throughout over the years with either tennis balls or basketballs, every one of my parents' garage door windows, and then they just put plexiglass in to fix it. But
Learn the lesson.
So that would be one of the. I just remember always going out in between because I'm a pretty hyperactive guy as it is. So like just sitting down for a full game is a lot for me. So I need to like get up and do things in between. But remember that a lot.
Man, do you remember the riots at all?
I know
On
8th Street had a big thing. Apparently, Erin was there, but then she left before anything bad happened.
That's what I would
So
say,
I don't
too.
know. Yeah,
I like that.
Before we go, though, I wouldn't mind mentioning the show and some of that stuff I did this week. But
Absolutely.
we can get back to that.
Well, we'll do that before we close out. So, with that in mind, you young man, do you remember 92, 93 Toronto Blue Jays World Series champion?
So last week I was joking around that we were at the Fox and Hounds and smashed things up. That
Quite
did
funny.
not happen. So fact checkers online.
You're a phony.
Yeah,
You're
right,
a phony.
right. I was like a baby. I was in grade 3 at the time. My dad was super excited about what we weren't sure, and then he would get us to come and like watch some of it to be like, "Oh, how exciting!
How
this
crazy
is."
this is, yeah.
And like he had to have been disappointed with like his kids not being like, "Thanks for introducing me to baseball, Dad." And it's fine. It's fine. He did a great job otherwise. But I do remember him being like, "This is serious." Like,
Yeah,
this
like
is
it's a big deal that's happening right now.
and then they won, and he jumped up in the air and freaked out, and everyone was really excited, but a little worried he was going to murder us. But we're fine. He didn't do any of that.
You're
so
still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
And that's a memory.
It is a great memory. we were a little more into basketball. Neil was like a Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls fan.
Good time for basketball too. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got like, he's like, check this out. We were like, oh, basketball, not.
I see.
Yeah, I know,
not
I'm the worst,
baseball.
right? Yeah.
But no, like that's still a memory. Like the whole point is you remember where you were when that happened.
Yeah, over
Yes.
30 years
That's
ago,
it.
where, if you don't have something like this, you don't have something to tie those memories to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Something just popped in my head. Okay, I remember Neil had ordered, not on the internet, but from a catalog, a like Blue Jays like championship like sweater.
Yes.
And like very 80s, it had like the
I
collar.
love
underneath
those.
the thing and
Yes,
stuff.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And yeah, we were like, oh, like that's a cool sweater. And then he told us that he didn't order us any because we didn't seem that excited about
That's
it.
right. Yeah. A lesson was learned. Maybe
He
you should've
chose,
cared a
he
little
chose
more.
wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
you
sure.
can't trust your dad. No, just kidding.
Maybe you can go find it and wear it for the next.
Well, those things are worth a lot of money now.
He was
'cause
far
of that.
more
Oh,
fit
yeah,
at
absolutely,
age
that would be.
than
Yeah.
I am at his age.
So you're not gonna be finding it.
Well, I could turn it into a vest or a poncho.
Well, just
like,
to have it to show like those things are worth a lot of money now. They're super collectible.
even once they're turned into a poncho.
Oh yeah.
there you go. Maybe that's the angle. Don't even
Maybe more.
get it to wear it. Maybe just get it to sell it on the eBay.
Well, I don't know.
You could combo it with that
Facebook,
table.
yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
I checked the
Yeah.
listing. Nada. Nothing.
What?
People keep saying not oak. So whatever. Maple lovers,
Oak
get
snob.
on to
That's
Facebook.
classic,
Classic oak
Facebook mark,
snobs,
like
man.
where they go
Oh, yeah.
on, they look at it and they're like, oh, if it was oak, you know, I
Yeah.
definitely would, but
And then
it's
you
maple.
say, actually, it is oak. I made a mistake. Oh, if it was only maple.
Oh, it
You
was
know?
actually, yeah.
They just love to be. Welcome to the internet. What everyone does. Gets me upset. Sorry.
I had I don't have to tell the story, but like I'll lead into it and then you guys can just like fester on it for weeks until I
Perfect.
my ex had sold a ceiling fan on Facebook Marketplace, and she was like, I don't feel like getting murdered by this guy, so you deal with him when he gets here.
Yeah.
He shows up with a chaperon because he's drunk,
Oh,
and
nice.
then was like, now is when we start to bargain. Anyways,
Like he said those words to you.
no, that
Oh,
was just the
that'd be
vibe.
power
And then
move,
he
yeah.
like went right into it, and it was absurd. But
You didn't have a prearranged price that you were going to sell it to him for?
I
Or?
can't tell you more of the story without. No, yeah, we totally did. And it was like sub $30, and he's like, here's where I make my money.
All the point. Man, we sold a car on Marketplace.
Yeah.
And the guy came in, like you, my ex, was like, yeah, I need you to take care of this. Seems a little weird. I'm like, okay. I go out, the guy gets in, fires it up. Like, yeah, it's a great car. Gets out. And I'm like, okay, well, let's just, and his car's still running. I'm like, okay, well, let's just, take care of this stuff, and then you can take her home. Go to open the door. The guy locked the keys in the door while it was running.
The car that was getting sold.
Yeah, that he came here to look at to buy.
Nice.
Yeah, so I have a car running. I can't get in to stop it. And I'm trying to sell it to these guys. I'm like, well, what do you think? Do you want to buy her? Because I don't know. And then the sort of shady part was the guy's like, hold on a second. I think I got, you got a coat hanger? Like, yeah, sure. He grabs a coat hanger. All right, I think we'll take it. Like, even though okay, it's all yours. But like, we spent about 15 minutes, and he's like, man, just give me a coat hanger. And he just like rigged it up and opened it, and it was some. But like those same things, those interactions, that could be a great segment on this show. Is shitty marketplace interactions.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start doing that. Brought to you by Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Well, we'll see how the table goes.
Yeah, that's a great point. Okay, you got stuff you want to talk. I'm gonna turn on my headpiece here. Go ahead and tell us all about.
Okay, I'm going to try and get this all done in a couple. Okay, so
We got lots of time. We got like 8 minutes.
first things first, we've got a new family member. We got Kevin McAllister, Lindsay Cuthbertson, our new kitten. He's 4 months old. So he was brought into the house when I was away in Winnipeg, but we had already started because we got him from Street Cat, rescue or whatever.
Okay, keep going. I got something about
Okay.
Street Cat I'm gonna say.
Okay, so yeah, that's the one thing that needs to be said. We got a new kitten named Kevin. It's nice to have the kitten energy and just have another member back in our house. So that's awesome. But as far as the show goes, so had a great rehearsal in Regina Thursday. Friday we drove up. Of course, it's raining the whole day. Started the trip with my driver's side wiper blade. It was like an inch off or whatever. I'm like, it'll hold
It'll be
up.
fine.
And then
Famous last
every,
word.
every hour it was losing a couple. And by the end, it was like over a foot of floppiness. And I'm like, we just need to make it to Winnipeg. And it's like at points it was raining pretty heavily. And yeah, I don't know, like once you're on the road, it's kind of like,
Right.
what do you do? So yeah, made it there, with the windshield wiper flopping or whatever. got to the gig. It's the side stage, so that's right next to the Park Theater where we play those like Manitoba Metal Fests.
Nice.
Brand new venue. We were actually playing the like 1 year anniversary. That's why we did the show. It's super cool, like a nice long bar, cool stage. They've got like nice AC. Green rooms downstairs, kind of similar to like hockey change rooms. So there's like lots of space to
love it.
practice and whatnot. I have not seen in the last 15 years the amount of stage diving and crowd surfing that happened at the show. I couldn't believe it. And as I was playing, I've got this new quad cortex guitar processor that
Looks sick.
is amazing. But the problem with it is if, like, I had it plugged in right at the front, and if it gets unplugged at any point, which it can, if it gets knocked, it takes about a minute and a half to reboot, which would mean mid-song you would be without sound for, a minute and a half.
That's a long drum solo.
Yeah, as the people are coming, like, crowd surfing, and then they get thrown on the stage, and it was like they were landing right where my power supply was. So I was literally playing and using my foot, like, sluicing people off of the
Defending it.
power or whatever, which is super cool, but just love playing these shows, and especially when you got like that kind of crowd reaction, and because it's like, a small venue that's, sold out or whatever, it's just nothing beats that type of energy. And like even for our ballad songs, where it's like clean acoustic, they were doing like circle pits and stuff. Like it's probably one of the best crowds
Love
I've ever
that.
seen in my whole life. Yeah.
Love hearing
So that was awesome. And then just got up the next day and drove back. I was like, I should probably get the wiper blade before I go back. And we were making good time. I was like, you know what? I don't need to get it. I'll just gamble. So it only rained a few times on the way back. The one thing is it was super windy. I spent I think it was like $37 more on the way back on gas from that
Crazy.
crosswind. But yeah, great show. And then obviously got back and the Kia didn't start or whatever. So now we're dealing with that. Got that towed off. But life's good. Got a new family member. The show was great. And yeah, life is good.
I've been talking with Liz from Street Cat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Street Cat Rescue fundraiser.
They have a fundraiser coming up.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, this is crazy. So we're all talking the same people. You guys may have heard on your way in today, had a little conversation with Capital One. It was like my fifth one in the last.
You seem pretty happy with them, so that's good.
Well, it's a little suspect how they operate. That's fine. We're not here. We're not going to hammer on anybody. That's not what we do. We lift each other up. We don't bring people down. But we've been trying to get everything ordered to build our on-location kit, as we've been talking about bringing this show to you, as in you being Bugsy's, bringing this show to Bugsy's, eating the wings right there in-house while we do a show. I've been talking with Liz and the team over there about doing an adoption sort of segment. And
Yes.
so hopefully it looks like we're going to lock something down here real soon, whether they come into this studio or we go to them with our on-location kit. But we're going to hopefully start showing off kitties. And the whole reason for this was LB found a cat named Sarah, as in Michael Sarah, C-E-R-A,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
who has 3 legs. Little kitty, I think like 4 or 5 months old, little tripod.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, this cat's just like Maggie. We have to get the cat. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And as a guy who left 3 cats at the old place, I miss my kitties. Bruce the Barber Beefcake, hens out in the front. And we also had Gary Laser Eyes, and then they have a couple more out there now. So I've been missing this sort of the cat companionship. So we sort of started talking about Sarah and maybe working out a deal to go see the kitty and maybe bring them in. But now that door, just like everything else in this place, has opened up into, okay, yeah, we'll worry about that later. Let's figure out how we can tell everybody about these incredible little kitties that need homes. So it looks like that's down the line. Hi, March, as we move forward. I was just looking at the emails to Liz and everybody over there. Looking forward to doing some cool
That's
stuff.
greite. That's right and
it
on
makes me-
brand for
And
us.
it makes me so happy that you already found Kevin McAllister there, and it sounds like you have a connection there too.
Well, anytime they do their fundraisers, I usually donate some prizes, door
course, you're
prizes,
such a good
whatnot.
guy.
So actually, I do need to email her back. So thank you for the reminder.
Yes, Street Cat Rescue. So email them back. And guys, we did a show. I'm going to hit the piano here.
They do it.
You guys all have cats. What do you do for litter? Do you have automatic litter box or regular litter boxes?
I do a lot of kitty litter changing. We have 4, and I change them every other day.
My kids are harassing me to get a cat.
Do
I'm
it.
like,
It's a lot.
I've had a cat. We've had cats forever. I grew up with
Yeah,
cats. I'm
yeah.
like, I think I'm in my cat-free era. They're not buying it.
Especially if we're going
Yeah.
into cahoots with these guys, it's going to be
Maybe I need to get a cat.
Cat City.
Yeah.
These are farm cats, so they just kind of
Yeah.
do their
Yeah.
thing outside. Come winter, we do have a litter box in the garage for them, but
There's so many.
not my
mice.
job, that's for sure.
So many.
That's the
Man,
kid's job.
I was every day, and we had to have a pee pad around it because
Yeah.
Henry was 19, I think, 20 years old when he went.
Oh
and
boy.
He would just half the time hit it, half the time wouldn't. So we had pee pads underneath, and it was a whole thing. But worth it. Every time.
Welcome to my life.
This is it. The piano's going. That means we've done another show. Oh, what a time to be alive, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Jeez.
crazy.
So the first game's on Friday.
Friday, 6 p.m. Be on the lookout for another damn watch party, as we should be in here. Sounds like we're going to have a bunch of guys watching the game, and you can interact with us and all that. And then Riders on Saturday. So we got that game. And then right when the World Series is done, it's back to the Riders for the CFL playoffs as the West Final will begin. And then after all that football's done, then we can settle into hockey, because hockey started as well. NBA starts tonight. We had our buddy Ian Goodwill in yesterday talking about the Raptors, how they're going to be this year. So it's time. Like, it's sports time. It's time to settle in, get cold, and watch all your sports. You know?
But yeah, that was the sweet about those green rooms is Tim had the Riders game on because it was in
Amazing.
Winnipeg that day
That's
or
right.
whatever. But yeah, it's nice to have a little space.
Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful thing. So with that in mind, thank you most of all to you as always for joining us here. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the All the Way Around Table. We'll check in with our main man, Adrian Balarjon, coach number 1 down in Melbourne, along with Coach Kamatu, Mr. Baseball, maybe even an appearance by the Kingslayer. We'll see how it all goes. Until then, go Jays, go Riders, go, and most of all, go you go, because every time we come on here and we talk, we like to remind you the golden rules. Treat others how you want to be treated. I spent my whole life treating others how I want to be treated, and now everyone's here helping out with this dream, and we're all doing stuff together. So I'm living proof that it works. So just be kind. That's all it takes. Just be kind. And I promise you, things will get better. It's already starting. So we will bid you adieu. Thank you again, everybody, for coming in today. The Bamfors, LB, and the whole 9 yards. Until tomorrow, we'll miss you oh so much. And please, remember, keep doing those good things, all right? I promise you they're working. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Smell you later.
Catchphrase, catchphrase, catchphrase.
No, there's nothing.